Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the fixing series where I fix my previously made alternators into a newer version, maybe be a bit more accurate or add details where I've missed some. To clarify with the last video, the old alternator stuff is not leaving and it's not finished. I just need a bit more time to work on them, and I'm rushing them and I'm feeling like I'm not doing a good enough job. So they will be back. I just may have to push them back a little bit or give myself a little bit more time to do them. Other than that, if you have any feedback, comments or suggestions, leave them in the comment section and I'll read through your comments and answer as many as I can. Enjoy the video. This is Soundwave as the Toyota Rukus. Alright, setting up my canvas here. I needed to get a reference for the 4K so I could make a canvas that size. That way if I wanted to blow them up into poster size, I have a decent size to do that. Now, just going to change the size of this canvas to match the other one. Took me a second to work it out, but let's talk about the alternator stuff. So I started the alternators just out of interest. I drew this Soundwave for fun to tease Hayden and be like, hey, we could do this. And then he really liked it. Colors were a bit off, as you can see, purple instead of blue. And when I did Soundwave at the time, just as a joke, we were talking about doing a full series out of it. This came true. As you're seeing, this is technically the 6th episode of it, but yeah, I wanted to do something that was more me focused. Hayden does a lot more on the skits than I do, and I wanted a chunk of my own stuff that was more tailored towards me, which is drawing. I do love the skits though. I just thought I could put a bit more effort into the channel by making my own little series. I will say I've burnt myself out with how much I did do and as quickly as I did do it. The alternator stuff. But in the long run though, I did enjoy every single one that I've done. Yeah, I wanted something that I could do for myself and edit and learn to edit, because I'd never edited before any of this, really. I did some stuff with a school media and digital technology stuff, but never something like a video essay, in a sense. But I do think I've gotten the handle of it, and that I can do it quite confidently now. But yeah, this stuff is it's fun. It's just sometimes coming up with an idea during the week on who I'm going to do and what makes sense to do in what order gets a bit tricky, and I just black out and don't really think of what I'm doing for that character. Really, I want to get the main G1 cast done, and any sort of like legacy style characters in the G1 design, like Bulkhead and who else has been G1ified? Knockout, those sort of characters, ones that weren't really in G1 as we see them now, but make them in G1 style and add a car to them from nowadays. That was the big thing about the idea. It was making these characters newer by putting new cars on top of them. Now, I did kind of limit myself to cars with the last few, besides Prime being a truck. I do intend to do other vehicles. I did Shockwave as a motorcycle, for example. But characters like Starscream and the other Seekers, Jetfire, Astro Train, some of those characters I don't quite know how I can do them. Like triple changes, that would be a very long video. in itself, because I would have to think of 2 alt modes for them. Seekers. So when it comes to characters that are repaints and recolors, I'm going to do them all in one video. So yes, it may be a half-hour video, or would stay 10-20 minutes, somewhere in that bracket. I'm going to try and do all the repaints in one video, even if I just flash them as a slideshow at the end of each video. They will be there, essentially. I do want to give at least Thundercracker, Starscream, and Skywarp their own individual Seeker Jets, and make more, and same with the 3 cone heads, the 3 main cone heads at least, but all like the Rainmakers and the back screen cone heads, sorry, behind the, whatever you call them, the filler characters, just random repaints of the characters that already exist. And characters like Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, I want to be like opposing brands. Same with Sunstreaker and Sideswipe. Yeah, just have cars make sense with other characters. So if you've seen a character like Blaster now, there was already a Soundwave planned. I will take suggestions though and try and match other cars and stuff to them. But yeah, I couldn't think of how I could keep the series up. Like, I can obviously keep it up. I am still working my regular job, which is 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, which squeezing in a full-length video to do in a week is sometimes challenging. It's not always challenging, but when I do bigger projects, like that Prime itself took me 8 hours to draw without cuts and all that, because I actually drew Prime 3 times, I think. I think I'd redraw him 3 times before I was happy with it, but yeah. The last few have been single attempts, and I've been very happy with them. I think currently, out of all the ones I've drawn, probably would have to be Jazz has turned out the best, but it's weird because the one that I really like has gotten the least amount of views. Blaster and Blaster, Megatron, and Shockwave have been catching up to Prime pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm not stopping the alternator stuff. I'm just taking it a bit slower, get it done a bit better. Yeah. With this Soundwave though, I decided remove a fair bit of yellow was the main goal. Color match to the G1 photo art of the character, and add more red stripes to the vehicle mode to match like his wrist, his battery guns. I guess you could call them battery guns because they become the batteries on the toys. Yeah, because I removed that unnecessary yellow that was on the gun, and the more like cyclonus-y purple that it was, and yeah. I wanted to have something like Ravage was here in like purple spray paint on like the lip of the car. In the end, I ended up removing all of that stuff because I don't think it turned out as nice with all that stuff. But it was I think a better decision to not have any of that stuff on there. I did have to chop a lot of these photos up so I didn't lose certain parts, because as you can see here, I'm gonna be splitting up a lot of this stuff. And I also think that characters in the future I hope are more fan based. Like, I would love to do characters that you guys want to see. I am trying to keep it Autobot Decepticon a week. So if I say I'll do yours, and let's say it's an Autobot of that week, it'll probably, and you choose an Autobot, it'll probably be the week after. Yeah, we'll have. I'll try and keep it weekly, but if it backs off and I don't post for a week or two, you have this video to kind of tell you why, and if comments are left in future videos where I didn't post for 2-3 weeks, I'll be able to link this video and just be like, hey, it's a bit much to explain in a comment, watch this one and you'll get the idea of it. But yeah, I'll use these fixing videos to kind of just talk you guys through how I'm feeling about the alternator stuff and where I want it to go at the time that I'm thinking of it, and how it will turn out in the future. So I got plenty of ideas for it. It's just putting them to action and actually drawing them and getting them ready for the next week. And yeah, it's a lot on my mind to keep up with, and being not able to sit still for as long as I'd like, it makes it hard, because I'd be sitting down, and next thing you know, I get the jitters and off I go for a run, or I fucking just completely forget to do this, and I will forget about it for 2-3 days, and then it will come to like a night before and it will not be done. So benefits to being, what's the right word for not making it sound bad, I don't want anyone to feel bad, defectively born. I guess is the best way to put it. Nah, but there's, yeah, it's all going to be done at some stage, and I'll have it, try and still have a video out a week. But yeah, the blaster video was more like, hey, I'm stopping it, but not permanently, just when I need to have a break, it will slow down. It's how I should have said it, but I didn't, so whoops. Yeah, I do enjoy it. I'm not going to stop it. Now, one thing I do like doing with the alternator stuff now is outlining the insignias with white. That just gives them a bit more pop, and I wish I did it with all the other ones. But when I did it on Blaster, he now kind of looks like a animated character instead of like a G1 character. I thought it was a massive refresh, and just having the colours a bit more consistent, because if you look at all the G1 full body arts, they're a bit grainy towards the edges of like lines and stuff, whereas where I've refreshed them, there's solid colours and there's not that sort of lingering grain to them. But yeah, so this is pretty much done, in the sense that now I just have to adjust all the logos and stuff to the right spots, and get them to look all nice and pretty. I did have to fix this Decepticon logo a bit, because upscaling it from the size it was changed it heaps, and see that dark blue line from size difference. It's just amplified all the little pixels that you don't usually see when doing stuff like that. I love digital art. It's heaps of fun. I wish I passed in school doing it, but it's really been something that I've learned in the last 2-3 years, and yeah, I've just really enjoyed it. I made the mistake of merging down the layers with this Decepticon logo, so I have to redraw it on this one, but yeah, it's easy. Yeah, I did a lot of it in school, but I just wasn't around enough to get grades for it, because I started a trade in year 12. In year 11 I was slack, and year 10 was the last year I really tried, and it was all, yeah, a bit much. But here's the final product, and thank you for watching. Yeah, to answer some of the questions that were in the last video's comments, I hope they were answered. I'm not great at explaining things, but I hope I explained enough. Yeah, but if you have any thoughts, suggestions, comments, ideas for the next alternators video, please leave them in the comment section below. And even if you have ideas for the ways I could fix other characters, go to those videos and leave in the comment section below what I could have changed, what I could have fixed, and how I could have done it. Because I've already got a few things for Prime. People are saying put like glare on his chest and all that. That's cool, and I appreciate it. So thank you for watching. Alternators is not dead. It's not dead. It's gonna stay. I have permanently banned Wheeljack. Shouldn't come back. And yeah, it's been a good video talking to you guys about where this is going, and hope you enjoy the next few to come. Thank you. Don't forget, your grandma loves you. Bye.